welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. Today, we're working on one of my friend. Her name is Jo Marie. You've seen many pieces of her art around here, especially on some live streams. I'm showing them off. This is her Courthouse steps. Now, it's done with 2.5. Starts with a 2.5 by 2.5, and then one on either side. And then you build that out, and you add a strip of white, and then strips of color, strips of white, strips of color, strips of white, strips of color. And then I think it ends off with the strips of white being on the outside. And I think you alternate. Yeah, you would have to alternate which blocks have the white and which ones actually have the color. So that's what kind of makes it the steps. It's beautiful. I love it. It kind of looks like cake too when you look at it. It's like there's a piece of cake. And all right, so it's stitching out with a swirling snowflake number 6. We purchased this pattern. It was one that was liked from the store of my Gamble Statler Stitcher, and so we purchased it. So I really, really like it. And it's nice to add a new snowflake to the collection. And it's stitching out. I've got it set to 4 rows, and I think it's 4 stitch outs. Yeah, it's 4 stitch outs and 4 rows. And it's military gold thread. It's quite lovely. I'm sure you can be able to see it up on that beautiful white fabric. All the whites are textured. There's some with holly, some with snowflakes. I think that's pretty much it. It's holly and snowflakes. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fabric. And then the background is a very nice white with poinsettias and berries and vines. And then we added a little red piece in the middle to kind of bulk it out a little bit. It was a little bit shy, and I think it adds a very nice effect. It's quite pretty, and the gold thread shows up so beautifully on the back. And I love all of it. It's this very scrappy in nature. You don't really see a lot of repeats of fabrics. I mean, the musical notes in green, musical notes in red, you know, makes me think it was probably a jelly roll or a kit of some sort, or just busting the collection. Actually, the red down here, I realize right now, is the same that's on my cardinal fabric that we just finished up on the weekend on the live stream. And of course, we started a new project then as well. And it's a free pattern, so go check it out. Check out the video. We're busting a little bit more scraps before the end of the year, and we're working on one right now. So, very happy to. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check us out on Patreon as well. Please do. Every little bit helps. I love the stitch outs. It's like 6 different snowflakes that actually stitches out. That's why it's called 6, number 6. So at least I believe that's what I counted anyways. And it doesn't take too long. It's got a little swirl to it, and of course it goes back on the swirl, and then just does out the stitch out of the snowflake. And it's a good size. You don't want it too big, and you don't want it too small. If you were doing a bag or a table runner or something like that, I'd probably do it a little bit denser. You know what I mean? Or like placemats, that sort of thing. I do it a little bit more tighter together. But for a quilt like this, you just kind of want it just nicely evenly stitched, so when it gets washed and loved, it's got that little bit of fluff to it, and makes all the little snowflakes will puff up and the swirls will pop up. It's quite lovely. And beautiful fabrics. Absolutely love these fabrics. Like the candy cane stars there, like really, well, they look like candy cane, you know, with the red and the white. Beautiful pine cones on that one with the little ornaments. It's beautiful. I love the works of art that get to come through here. I really do. It's beautiful. I'm very lucky. Yeah, I've got a couple more Christmassy ones to do. I'm not sure I'll be able to film all of them, but you know, just because of the timeline, but I will do my very best to show you the art that comes through for sure. Share it with you. And that blue fabric looks like snow, like it's, you know, a little blizzard going on outside. Very, very pretty. Now, lots of threads would have matched with this, you know, even a red if you really wanted to stand out, a lovely winter green, or like an emerald green or something like that, a nice silver as well. You know, there's many. Because of the colors that are all in this, there's many that would stand out depending on what you had as the backing. If you had a solid, it would look like a whole cloth on the stitch out anyways. But here, I'll give you a little peek so you can see. We're working on this third row and we only got one more row to do. Okay, and I love the border. I think it's probably about 3 by 2.5. And then she's got like a little white one, and then this piece border here, and then a little white and then this chunk of green out here, and I love it. It's quite beautiful. It really frames it. You know, I think quilts kind of need a bit of a border to them to kind of frame them out, you know. Just give them that little extra. Oh, there's heart candy canes over here. And beautiful paisleys. A beautiful paisley fabric here. You know, green and red with a little bit of yellow. Gold. Looks gold, really, not yellow. Oh, adorable snowman. You know, penguins. You know, it's like a little I Spy. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. And I like all the white is textured. It's got something on it. It's not just a solid. I realize I have a tendency to like solid white and not a lot of textured stuff, but I gotta open up to new things. Or like white on whites and cream on creams, those sorts of things. Oh, cute little tree fabric there. That's beautiful. And again, this paisley sort of fabric right there is quite lovely. Sorry about that. Call from mom is very important. Beautiful. Ah. There's some of these I like, it's like shopping. You're shopping for fabric you like and someone else's quilt. You're like, I like a meter of that. Where did you find it? I'm shopping for next year's Christmas projects. No, it's some stunning, stunning fabrics. So I'll have to ask her if it was a kit. I probably did already, but you know. Beautiful. Well, we're going to leave the small camera to stitch out. It's going to finish all the way, it comes all the way to here. We included the borders when we set this out for to be the edge to edge. We just thought it would just look very pretty with the swirls and the snowflakes all over the place. So, you know, some quilts I think kind of really need sometimes a border around it, like it's something separate from the quilt itself. And I think some are just fine going edge to edge. Like, you know, the Christmas one we just finished up, I'm just going to do an edge to edge on that one all the way around. I might even use this pattern. I like it. It's quite pretty. I love the swirls on it. Swirls made me think of the snow, moving snow, you know, that sort of fun out and outside, right? Fun in the wonderland. Thank you, everybody, for watching, liking, and subscribing. And again, just check us out on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and you have great rewards for joining. Let me tell you, you get videos and block of the month, and you know we give away all the quilts that we make on Patreon. So you get a chance to win. I appreciate that. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we will see you on Weekend Project. Okay.